Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Fishkeeping Made Easy, and today unfortunately I bring the news that my Geophagus has passed away. I've had this Geophagus for the last few years and he's been through quite a lot of house moves with me, he's been through a lot of different things, and I'm quite surprised that he's actually passed. He seemed to randomly stop eating a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden he just seemed to go downhill from there. And last week he sadly passed away. To be honest, I was expecting to have this fish for a really long time. I'd started to plan sort of like a bigger aquarium for him and the fire eel, and what other things I was going to do with that big tank. I'll still continue my plans for this bigger tank, but unfortunately, it's not going to have my guy Geophagus in it. He was a family favourite, and when people came over, they were always surprised at how large the Geophagus actually was, how personable he was, and you could kind of hand feed him and stuff, so people enjoyed doing that. But in the fish keeping world, every cloud has a silver lining, and now it means I can add something new to the tank. And to be honest, because the Geophagus has spent the last sort of year or so getting a lot larger than I expected, he has eaten a few fish that I've tried to introduce to the tank. He also liked destroying plants, so I can add a few more plants. I was thinking of putting things in I can actually put into the sand, but I'm sure my Corys will enjoy digging them up as well. Now, this isn't really sort of an aquascape video or anything like that. I just bought some Anubias and some Amazon swords just to see how they would get on in the tank. Before I had the Geophagus, the tank was actually pretty well planted, but obviously he decided to rearrange the tank how he wanted it. So I'm hoping that the Corys aren't going to be too annoying and let me keep my Amazon swords just for a little bit. So for some reason, the Geophagus seemed to leave this Amazon sword that was just kind of growing in the middle of the tank alone, so I'm going to take that out and I'm going to just kind of give the place a good hoovering at the bottom. Like I said, I haven't really done anything with this tank for the last year or so, so I might move some of the wood around a little bit and just kind of see what happens, and even when I've kind of done what I've done, I'm going to muck around with it even more. So I removed the Amazon swords and just chucked them in the bin. I actually kind of forgot how cool the wood in this tank actually is, so I want to kind of move it around a little bit and see what it looks like. With such a tall tank, Amazon swords are great because they grow so tall. It gives them the space to kind of go where they want to go. A lot of tanks you get are kind of long and kind of short, so Amazon swords don't really suit those tanks that much, but this tank, absolutely perfect. Again, because the tank is quite tall, these larger species of Anubias work really well, as again, it gives them the space to just grow out. So obviously this tank is no aquascaped masterpiece, it's just a couple of plants that I know grow well in the tank, so I just want to put them in for now, and I just want to get some new fish in there. So I felt like when I was buying freshwater fish before, so first of all, I haven't bought any freshwater fish for at least 2 years, I think, and I was trying to buy kind of oddball things, so like the Amazon puffer and the fire eel, and there's a lot of really common species that I haven't ever kept before. So I want to take this tank back to the basics that I kind of skipped over when I first got into fish keeping, and I really want to get myself some cardinal tetras to begin with. And taking it even further back to basics, I actually went to Pets at Home to buy these cardinal tetras. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, oh my god, I can't believe you went to Pets at Home to buy fish, but trust me, the Pets at Home that I've been to, especially the one in Falkirk, is actually really, really good. And to be honest, there's actually not very many places to go for fish in Falkirk. For anyone that's not from the UK, basically Pets at Home is the British version of PetSmart. But just look at the amazing colours on these cardinal tetras. If they look this good in the shop already, imagine what they're going to look like in the tank. Because the cube's quite a large tank, I decided to go with 12 cardinal tetras, and I might even go back and get some more so we can have an even bigger show. This footage is from later that day when I actually got them, so they did lose a little bit of colour obviously, but they settled in really, really well. These cardinal tetras are super hardy and basically they'll eat anything, so they're actually really good fish for beginners. I will get better footage of the fish as time goes on. It's just in Scotland now, it's basically light until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, so you still get a little bit of glare on the tank, so even when you pull the blinds or curtains over, it's not perfect. Again, this footage is from later in the day, and the cardinal tetras are wanting to eat already. Not that cardinal tetras are complicated to look after, but I will do a full care guide for anyone that's interested. I love the contrast of the blue and red against the green. I think it just works so well in a fish tank. So as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.